Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। गोविन्दनामसङ्कीर्तनम् Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam, in the fourth canto, Shri Rudra Gītam, Lord Shiva Bhagavan appeared from the lake to the Prachetas who are doing the tapas there from long time. To bless them, he appeared. Then he started talking to them. He expressed his happiness, and Prachetas also felt so happy. They did namaskara to Lord Shiva Bhagavan. This Rudra Gītam, because Bhagavan Rudra Shiva, he himself directly talking, teaching to these 10 children. Therefore it is called Rudra Gītam. Sometimes this Gītam word, who told to whom? Bhagavad Gita, the song sung by the Bhagavan for the sake of Arjuna. But in the case of Uddhava Gita, not Uddhava sung the song for the sake of Bhagavan, but that is again Bhagavan only said, spoken to the Uddhava. Same way here, changing again, Rudra Gītam. Bhagavan Shiva spoken to these 10 of them and taught. The another name to this Rudra Gītam, Yogadesham. In Bhagavatam itself is mentioned. It is called Yogadesham. Therefore, it consists of actually 46 shlokas. So last two classes, first class we saw the introduction. In the second class, some shlokas I made you to chant. From the 33rd shloka onwards only, Shri Rudra Uvacha it is coming. Therefore, let us begin not the shloka, but remembering the who is teaching. Lord Shiva is talking to us. Shri Rudra Uvacha. What he spoke in yesterday's class, what we saw. We can divide these 46 shlokas of Rudra Gītam into 9 subheadings. In that, the first subheading is he talks and explains about the Sukshma Prapancha. Sukshma Prapancha. Therefore, yesterday we saw that the 4 important, of course we touched only 3. They are called actually, according to this Puranic description, Chaturvyuha Varnanam. This Chaturvyuha Varnanam, given for all those 4 vyuhas, given different names and the presiding deities. These Chaturvyuhas and their presiding deities, this is very, very important for the Vaishnavites. In that, first, Sukshma Prapancha. Vasudeva is representing. I have given the definition of what is Vasudeva and all that. But here Rudra Bhagavan wants to convey to us, understand this Sukshma Prapancha. Why it is called Sukshma Prapancha? Because it belongs to the Mano Buddhi Chitta Hankaras. Those four are subtle. That's why we'll call it as a subtle body. That's why we'll call it as a Sukshma Sariram. But here, Sariram means individual. Prapancha means total. So we always connect to the individual to the total. Veshti should always connect to the Samashti. This is very important. There only the surrender, the bhakti and tuning with the nature, all will come there. Unless with this physical body and the subtle body, if you are not learned to tune with the totality, your ahankara cannot be nullified or removed. First we have to make the ahankara weak, and then gradually later on, slowly by parabhakti. Parabhakti is nothing but the plus jnanam only. In parabhakti, definitely jnanam will be there. Without jnanam, bhakti can be there, but without bhakti, there won't be any jnani. Because in bhakti, we talk the levels. Adhama bhakti, madhyama bhakti. Adhama we should not say. Any kind of bhakti is great only. Or pradhama bhakti, madhyama bhakti, uttama bhakti. But in jnanam, there is no gradation. So, jnana is included bhakti. That bhakti is called parabhakti. All this explained by Bhagavan Sri Krishna itself in Gita. So, what I want to say is Sukshma, connecting Vyashti to the Samashti. So, for that purpose, Bhagavan Rudra telling to them, now try to first understand the Sukshma Prapancha. So there's Chaturvivas. One is Vasudeva, is the corresponding deity of the Chittam. Chittam, which we call it as the memory bank. In fact, this Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Hankara, all four of them, they are separate. Where they are all together only. But the functions, different functions when taken place in the same place. Why I am showing here? Because this box is only, we think I am thinking. I think. But later on Vedanta tells actually the subtle body, it is here in the chest center. In Upanishads, all that very detailedly explained. Anyhow, it is in me, sir. Okay, don't worry. Don't confuse me. It is in me. It is with me. But I cannot show to you. I show your mind a little bit. No, I cannot see your mind. You cannot see my mind. But you can see my physical body. Then we will guess by the other person's physical behavior, talking behavior, all gestures. Oh, this person's mind is like this. Sattvic mind, Rajasic mind, Tamasic mind. So outside you will see some symptoms, but we don't know exactly. Therefore, I only can know my mind. Same way, after Vedanta maturity, I alone can know myself. I have got the self-knowledge or not, how you will know? Even a guru doesn't know, cannot know. So I am the evidence, I am the proof. Because it is with me, I am that. When I say I am that, where is the question of another evidence and all that? It is all my anubhava. Therefore, Sushma. So, Vasudeva Chittam. Yesterday we saw this. Then second other shloka, he uses two words. One is Sankarshana. Sankarshana. He is the presiding deity of the Ahankara. Ahankara. I need not explain much about the Ahankara. Even though it is not real, but it will take a lot of aggressiveness and always stand front. Ahankara. Pseudo I or Gaunatma, or we can say Midhyatma also. But that is the predominant generally in our life, as long as we are not thinking about it. What it means? What is Ahankara? Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvataha ai patatyaham nija vicharanam. Upadesha Saram, Bhagavan Ramana says, two enquiries. First he starts with the Manas. Manasantu kim margane krute naiva manasam. There is no mind at all. You just inquire, what is mind? What is mind? What is mind? If you keep on chase the mind, as long as you run by seeing the dog, it will chase you. But you stop and look at it and bend little as you are taking the stone. Just act it. The dog runs away. Same way, this mind is not a real existing. Because you are not looking at it, you stare at it, it will disappear. Manasantu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga arjavat. Then only he come to the aham, okay, manas. But still I am is predominantly all the time. The nitya japam is continuously going on. But in that nitya japam there are two types. One is ahankaraham or nityosmi buddhosmi niranjanosmi prapanchamaya parivarjitosi. In the last camp, I taught this, I spoken about this according to that context. Actually, this is a story, Puranic story. We are also seeing here Purana. In one Purana, maybe one or two Puranas, one queen whose name is called Madalasa. A story comes like that. She is very nice, Viveki, Gnani also. There are so many Gnanis who are all Grihasthas. Even the kings and queens are there. She used to sing this lullaby to the babies as soon as she gave birth to that baby. Lullabies are very important in our tradition, no? In that particular province, particular language, different lullabies. So she used to sing Vedantic lullaby. Kim nama rodasi sisho nachatesti kamaha. Oh my dear children, child, what is your name? Why you are crying? Kim nama rodasi sisho nachate vimohaha. You have no any desire, you have no any moha delusion also. Because just now you born, you don't know anything about the world. Only you have some hunger only. But I will feed for that, give the milk. But still you should not try. Kim nama rodasi sisho najate pralobha. There is nothing to attract you. There is nothing, a desire, no delusion, nothing is attracting. Pralobham. Lobham, pralobham. Or greediness. Then why you are crying? Let me tell you. You know who are you? Jnanamrutarasam gaganopamosi. You are the Jnana Amrita Swarupam as like the sky. Jnanamrita Samarasam gaganopamosi. Not only that, Nityosi Buddhosi Niranjanosi. Ah, you are Nityam. You are Shuddham, Buddham, Niranjanam. All Vedantic words. Not only that, finally, Prapanchamaya Parivarjitosi. This Maya is not at all touching you. You are already quitted that Maya. Parivarjitaha Asi Prapanchamaya. Therefore, Nityosi Buddhosi Niranjanosi Prapanchamaya Parivarjitosi Prapanchamaya Parivarjitosi. So, Vasudeva, Sankarshana. Why I sung this now? We are talking about the mind and Madalasa story, okay. I didn't tell you the story. That is enough. Song is enough. We want Vedanta, no? We thought Rudra Gita means it will be something different. Here also Vedanta. Yes. Vedantic story. Purana. Mind. When I am explaining, I remembered the Madalasa. So mind, Manasantupim, Ahamayankuto. Yes, like that. So anyhow, Sankarshana. And for the Buddhi, the presiding deity is Pradyumna. These are all some name given and some deity is connected. Therefore, as I told the Vaishnavites, they worship all these Chaturvyuhas because they consider these four are the Bhagavan Lord Narayana's Amshas. Pradyumna, presiding deity of the Buddhi. Then finally last is Manas. That Manas is, that is only told in 36th shloka. Being Namaha is there, I would like you to also chant after me. Namo Namo Niruddhaya, Namo Namo Niruddhaya, ऋषिकेशेन्द्रियात्मने, Namah Paramahamsaya, Purnaya Nibhrutatmane. So one way, this is like a prayer, stuti, because Namaha is coming now. That too in one shloka, Namo Namaha, He Aniruddhaya and Rishikesha. Rishikanam Ishaha Rishikeshaha. Rishika means Indriyas. In that word itself added Rishikesha Indriyatmane. Who is the controller of these senses, or who is staying behind all these Indriyas. Indriyas, not necessarily 5, include the mind also. Or if you include it 5 plus 5 plus 1, Ekadasha Indriyani. Sometimes Shastra tells Ekadash Indriyani, 5 plus Karma, Gnana, mind also one Indriyam only. Therefore, Namo, Namo, Namaha, Namaha, Aniruddhaya. This Aniruddha means, because see here mind, unless we control our senses, stop them to run out, because they are giving the information, inputs to the mind. But really speaking, they are innocent. Eyes are innocent, nose, ears are all innocent. Why? If you keep the eyes open, it sees all the colors without partiality. In fact, eyes were not attached to anything. See the fun. It shows just all the colors, all the forms. So eyes are not seeing for the sake of eyes. Eyes doesn't have any kind of attachment. But later the message goes inside, show to the mind, then mind starts imagine, project. What? I like pink color. Eyes told you, I like Carnatic music. Ears are not telling. They can't say. That's why the boss is the mind. But that boss should be proper, no? If the boss is not proper in the office will be in a chaos. Now we have to separate this problem. This personal office problem. This is my office. Personal. So in that case, any sense organ, they were not functioning for their sake. Therefore, no sense organ is attached to anything. My Swamiji used to tell, attachment is an illusion. In any way you see and analyze and logically think it, use your anubhava and yukti, you will come to the conclusion attachment is an illusion. For that, this is the first step. Senses are not attached. Then come to the mind. Then mind starts projecting. Another statement. In perception, there is no any problem. As long as eyes functions, they perceive. As long as ear, they perceive. They perceive their own field. In perception, there is no problem. But in later stage, in projection, there is nothing but the problem. So let us learn to stop the projection. This is the, say, avarana. No problem, avarana is there. But vikshepa is the dangerous thing. That's why in Vedanta we talk both of them. First avarana is taking place, maya, avarana, then vikshepa. That vikshepa is different from person to person. Those who are listening recently, little, please bear with me. I cannot just go like a story, Bhagavan, and again sing one more bhajan. I will sing whenever required. You have to learn, understand. There is no other way. Slowly you will understand, okay? But don't sleep. So projection, perception and projection. Perception is natural, but projection is unnatural. That's why each person sees the same thing, but he projects in a different way. That's why each person's problems are different. You see the same one thing, but your mind projects and says something. Anything, any object, any person. I like this object. The other person says, I don't like this. What is the logic? We don't know. The children also, you ask them some things. I like only potato. You ask, why? I don't know. Whether it is habit or taste, whatever may be. So like that, somebody likes coffee or tea or something like that. I don't like. Now come to the mind. How mind is also not have any attachment. That also illusion only. My mind is so much attached. Tell me, from your childhood, how many things you first hold on? Hold on to the toys, marbles, dolls and all that. Then slowly after you grow, the variety of toys, level of toys changing. After that, your toys cycle. For boy or girl also nowadays. Or balloons. If girls are means their rubber bands and earrings and all that, you are interested. Boys are different. And gradually when you become teenager and later on, your interest is different. You've forgotten them. Now tell me, mind is attached to them? For short period, the mind is liking them. Then they all become disliked. Now I like another thing. Like this, the mind is constantly holding something, leaving something, and holding something, leaving something throughout the life. Then how you can say mind is attached? Where it is attached? In the stages of the life, gradually we are getting attached to this, that. Gradually we leave it. First we are attached to our children. But once the grandchildren comes, now children are not important, grandchildren are important. Many old people, grandparents are attached to their grandchildren. It becomes a big problem later on. They cannot live without them, and they want to possess them. Then they spoil their grandchildren. Let their parents will take care of them. Whatever you have to say, some good things you can talk, you can tell stories to them and talk to them. But don't possess them. Don't impose. Another important point to learn in the life, never impose anything on anybody. Shastra also not imposing on us. Yadechasa tadha kuru. After teaching all the Gita, Bhagavan said, Arjuna, I exhaustively spoken to you. Whatever you want, you decide. See how nicely Bhagavan washed his hands. Same way, either Shastra or Guru, do you want it or not? Do you have a hunger or not? Decide yourself. How can I force you to eat? That spiritual thirst, the thirst to get rid of, it should. That thirst is only called Trivra Vairagya, Trivra Mumukshatu. The Trivra is very important, tremendous. When that becomes more and more, Vedanta, understanding, assimilating, applying, so easy. So easy. So let us prepare ourselves. Okay, because the mind and the subtle body came, I have just taken little deeper thoughts to you. Hope that you are following. Then, yes, for mind Aniruddha. Like this, that Devatas are mentioned. And one more extra here, Aniruddha and Rishikesha both are brought together. Because that's why I spoken to you this about the senses and all that. Therefore, O presiding deity, I am saluting to you, means please help me. I myself not able to control my senses. I myself not able to control the mind. So we need somebody to hold our hand. There only our Ishta Devata, Guru, Shastra. We are holding to hold any one of it. Now once if you have come to the Shiva is telling all this. That is your question? Yeah. Rudra gītam. Rudra gītam. That's why I took this particular topic. Therefore, from the dependence of the world dependence to godly dependency, I am just repeating. Godly dependence to the Shastra dependency. But Shastra, who will teach? Or put the Guru first also. From the dependence of the Guru, what Guru? Real Guru tells, don't depend on me. You may have devotion on me, Shraddha. Depend on the Shastra. A real Guru, real teacher will never carry the burden of the student on his shoulders. Because he learned from his Guru like that. My Guru showed the mirror of the Shastra to me. I am also showing the same mirror to you. You look at your face. Then Guru's Shastra says, hey, don't depend on me. Self-dependency is called independence. In short, to say, from top to down. Here, that's why Aniruddha and Rushikendriyatmane. Then Namaha, third time coming. See this Namaha, how many times in your day you say, that much it is very good. Whether you say big prayers or not, Namaha, Namaha, Namaha. This is not mine. One meaning is Namaskara. That means when I say Namaskara to you, yes, I am seeing the same self in you also. Therefore, I bow down. I keep hands here and I do Namaskara. Or you take Na Mama, Na Mama, Na Idam, Na Mama. That also. This not belongs to me. After Namaha. And Namaha Paramahamsaya. Now, after that, he is connecting to this Chatur Vyuhams also, that the Param Narayana, to say in Puranic way. But instead of using the Narayana word here, you see, Narayana word are not yet come. But he is concluding with the Paramahamsaya. Paramahamsa means that word can be given to Paramahamsas, Jnanis. Jnanis and Gnanam are not different. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. The person who knows the Brahman, he becomes Brahman, means he is already Brahman only. He recognized and that's it. Just be. That Hamsaya word is again Soham only. Aham Saha is Hamsa. We attained that Brahma Jnanam, they were called Paramahamsas, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Everybody need not have that title. Shankaracharya doesn't have that title. Parama Puja Parivrajaka Bhagavad Padal Adi Shankara, like that people will say. So Paramahamsa. This Paramahamsa word is used in many kirtanas, Sadashiva kirtanas and all that. And actually this Hamsa, Soham mantra is given to the sannyasi after they renounce everything. Because they are leaving the Gayatri. But they need something. If he is a Vidvat sannyasa, no problem. But is a Vividisa sannyasi, even Vidvatsams also, but as a tradition they give Soham mantra, that they have to do japa. Or that Hamsa Gayatri, which generally comes in the end of the Medha Suktam. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Because it is the invocation of the Medha Devi. Medhas is needed now to become Gnana Nishthavan after studying, listening, after decided to walk in the spiritual path. We need the blessings of that Medha Devi, Saraswati. That's why Medha Suktam. They are all prepared. We can also chant nothing wrong. Because still will become more refined and will establish. So these small aids always can be taken, nothing wrong. So they use Paramahamsaya, even not only normal Hamsa, Paramahamsa Rutpanjara Kiram in Sadashiva Brahmendra Kirtana. Oh Lord, or Brahman, these Paramahamsa catched you and kept there in the heart like putting the parrot in the cage. That is the meaning, that line. Paramahamsaya. Now see the Purnaya. Then Purnaya, you know already that word. Purnam. And Nibhruta Atmane. Nibhruta means where there is no increase or decrease. Where there is no Vruddhi Kshaya Rahita. That means modification less. Nirvikaram. no vikaras, anything. To that I see how he connected the our mano, chitta, buddhi, ahankaras to the Atma without saying the name of the Narayana or Vishnu. Narayana meaning also same only. Naram, Gnanam, Ayanam, abode, or Margam. Gnanasya Margam. Ramasya Ayanam, Ramayanam. The path in which Rama walked. Nara means water, also another meaning. Puranic description, Bhagavan, in that causal waters. That causal waters, they say it's a milky ocean. These are all just for our mind to comprehend, that's all. We should not get lost in them. Those are having lot of faith, let them think of that, because that is a support for them. Those who are still want to win that saguna bhakti and that imagination, let them be there. One day they will also come to Anekati or somewhere. Okay. Then next, from here second part of the Rudra Gītam is starting. Here at the gross level. Now subtle he explained. See, coming from the subtle to the gross. Swargapavargadvaraya Nityam Shuchishade Namaha Namo Hiranyaviryaya Chaturhotraya Tantave Namaha. Again in this also. Still some more shlokas this as a prayer Namaha, Namaha is coming. So Bhagavan Shiva saluting to the Supreme. That means he himself saying, I am also a subordinate only. Yesterday I told, no, my lifespan, my post and all that. But ultimately we also merge in the Supreme only. Therefore here, now gross things he is explaining. Nityam. Nitya means always. Shuchishade. In the hearts of the good people. In the hearts of the devotees. In the hearts of the jnanis. Shuchishade. In the hearts of the good people. Swarga apavarga dvaraya. You are the entrance to the heaven and as well as to the liberation, moksha. Swarga pavarga means heaven, and because from this material human life, the higher life is called swargam. Why they describe and explain and tell a lot about the swargam? Because don't think that you are tightened. You are caught up in this, a small body in this world with all the sufferings. There is a chance, there is a way for you to go higher. Relative only, relative. How much you may say higher from Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Maha, Tapaha, Janaha, Satyam. All are relative. Or go down. No, sir, why to go down? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. All 14 they say no. Everything is Vyavaharikam, relative only. But that simply some gradation only will be there. That's it. So here, Swargam. So some people are interested. That's why before they are going to die, they believe this Shastra's words. Yes, Swargam. You want to go Jyotishta Homam. Some yagas, yajnas. They are very sincerely do that, and they say, I don't want anything here. Therefore, I done lot of punyam. Now I want to go to Swargam, because there I can live comfortably without mosquitoes, without internet problem. All these things won't be there. No ration card, no Aadhaar card, nothing. Only thing that punyam card, if it is there, you are allowed there. As long as the punyam exhaust, you will be allowed there. Then afterwards they will throw you down without informing to you. Our internet data, they will keep on, hey, your data is going to exhaust, your data is going to exhaust. Like that in Swargam, nobody will inform you, hey, your punyam is another 5-6 days only. This is the big tragedy. I am not joking. It is said in Purana Bhagavatam. One day suddenly you are watching a nice Rambha Urosi dance and they will come and get up and they will fold you like a wheel and they will throw. Even you ask, why? What is the reason? Why? Let me complete this dance and enjoy, and then nothing doing. Go. Nothing doing. In Bhagavata Mahapurana beginning, one story comes. There I told about the Shuka Mahamuni Devatas coming down with the Amrita Kalasham, same place. One Rajarshi, he's a great Rajarshi, so powerful. Even one time in the war between the Devatas and the demons, they many times they will call help from the Bhuloka, from these Rajarshis. Many stories are there like that. Like that, one king, he is called by the Indra, you please come and help us, we are going to have the war with the demons. This Rajarshi went, and then he helped, Devatas won the war and everything is over. Then they have given a lot of gifts to this Raja. Good, you have come here and helped us, so thank you so much. All the gifts he has given. He said, I don't want all these gifts. Now if I go to the Bhuloka back again, now the time scale between the Swarga and Bhuloka is different. Definitely my people, my kingdom and all, they won't be there because the time scale is different. Then what do you want? Now just ask your that stenographer Chitragupta, tell me still how much life I have. They said, they called, okay, for you, generally they won't say to anybody, okay, for this Raja sake, hey Chitragupta, come, open your computer, see. He checked. There won't be any mistake in Chitragupta's laptop, okay. 1.5 hour, Muhurta Kalam, only your Aish. Then he said, bye-bye, just Tapasvi, Rajarshi I am telling, he just came to the earth. He sat in meditation, yoga. Within 1.5 hours, he attained the Jivan Mukti. Can you believe? That means that much preparation there. He is capable of to shed off, to quit. Parikshit story 1 week. He knows after 1 week the snake will come and bite you. But he is also a very intelligent person. What he did? He didn't call to the America, please send the anti-snake venom. He tried. He accepted the Shapam. Left the queen, the young queen, his child Janamejaya, and came to the banks of the Ganges. A person renounces all that comforts and everything and without fear coming to the Ganges, ready to leave the body, Lord will protect, no? Lord will take care. Not only that, his mother, Uttara, grandmother, Kunti, all his Chittapas, all are Krishna's devotees. This boy, Parikshit, has also from the childhood, he had the darshan of the Lord in the mother's womb itself. Very rare, no one will get that chance. But even though he had the Lord's darshan, he didn't get the Atma Gnana. Please remember, by one darshan and one vision of the Lord, you never get be liberated. It is there in the every Puranic story. Dhruva, Lord Narayana appeared. Dhruva didn't get the liberation immediately because he didn't ask. 36,000 he has to rule the kingdom. He fought so many wars, then finally get disgusted. Then Narada came. Guru has to come in the life. And his grandfather Swayambhuman also came. Hey, stop this war, man. How long you want to live like this? Come out. Vanaprastha. Those rishis, those days like that, they are very particular. Enough of means enough of it. They just come to the forest. All the great rishis, that's why they were called Rajarshis. Plenty of the stories are there in Bhagavata. Prahalada story is different, but Prahalada also not gained the Jivan Mukti immediately as according to Vedanta. He has to live many years in the different lokas with his grandchildren, Bali. Lord provided one loka for them. All that is Puranic story. What I want to say is, unless you approach it Brahma Gnani Shrotriya Brahma Nishtha and learn from the teacher sincerely, otherwise no liberation. Don't quote the exceptions. Ramana Maharshi doesn't have guru. No, that is not a topic. He had a guru in the last life, completed everything. Suddenly, 17th year age, just that realization, and he went and said. So here, I am not deviated from the topic. Wantedly, I am going little deeper with the Vedanta. Then you will understand what is the greatness of the Bhagavata. You never hear like this anywhere outside. You may listen any number of saptahams because that way, that crowd, that is different. See how beautiful it is. Then Namo, that Raja story, for that sake I said, he immediately able to get. So that much, 3-year mumuksha. So Parikshit came. Lord provided Sukha Mahamuni. Parikshit doesn't know who is Sukha Mahamuni. He doesn't know what is going to happen. He just went to there and praying, Krishna, my whole family, my mother, my grandmother, all are devotees of you. I also know you only from the beginning. Therefore, you do whatever you want. But he is having one desire. Who can tell me the Krishna story? Who can tell me the Krishna story? What Krishna story? Who can teach me the Jnanam? It is not story of Krishna. When, as he thinks, Sukha Mahamuni enters. Sukha Mahamuni darshan, generally no one can see him. He is a avadhuta type Gnani. Very difficult to have a darshan of Sukha Mahamuni. Then he came, 7 days non-stop pravachanam. No food, no bathroom, nothing, no sleep. What, sir? Within 7 days completed. Sukha Mahamuni taught everything, A to Z, then asked at the final, Parikshit, I am leaving now. Have you come out of the fear of the death? Everything. He very boldly said, not like Arjuna. Yes, O Guru, I received. I got it. I attained. He sat in the samadhi or whatever meditation. That means before the snake comes and bites, he almost left the body. He disconnected himself with the body. In Vedanta, that only Dehatma Bhava Uttudu, leave it, that only we are saying. Within 7 days, Jivan Mukti. Not like other devotees. Parikshit again went to Swarga. No. After teaching such a deep knowledge of all the things, listened with such a sincerity, then where is the question of again? He recognized that I have no death. That is the Jnanam. I have no death. Death is impossible. According to Sanasujatiyam, the topic is death is impossible. For what? Atma. But death is always there, possible for matter. Cells are dying now in your body. Every minute. Like that, one day this whole matter gets silent. That's it. But for you, there is no death. To prove this only, death is impossible, the whole discussion of Sanat Sujatiyam. But unfortunately, Sanat Kumara taught such a high knowledge, but Dhritarashtra could not assimilate it. See what an unfortunate thing. Therefore, gurus may come, they may talk, we may listen. Still, obstacles, barriers. So, our prayer should continue, that's why. Oh Lord, remove all the barriers, all the obstacles, all the confusions, doubts. Make it clear everything. Then slowly things will happen like that. Okay? In this way, another words are also Hiranya Viryaya, Chaturhotraya Tantave. Hiranya Virya means tremendous tejas, power, whatever you call. Unlimited. When we say God, He is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. No? G-O-D, generator, operator, destroyer. So, Hiranya means gold. Virya means unlimited, shining, bright, and Ananta Rupa, Ananta Nama, Adi Mula, Narayana, Ananta Shayana, He Jagannatha, Kamala Nayana, He Madhava. To relish in the heart all these names. Kamala Nayana, He Madhava, Karuna Sagara, Kalinganartana, He Daya Sindho Krishna. He Krupa Sindho Hiranyaviryaya Chaturhotraya. Chaturhotram, there is a one karma specially mentioned in the Shastra. By doing that Chaturhotra, not Chaturmasyam, Chaturhotra, what is the object of attaining is you only. Chaturhotratmaya ante you are the goal to them who are doing Chaturhotra, that particular ritual. In that way, Tantave. One side, through Maya at the Ishvara level, you are expanding, and Tantave means this karma. You know? Karma is the big question, no? Whether it is there or not, how much depth it is, what is what. Krishna said, Karmana gahano gatihi. Karma is a depth no one cannot understand and analyze and talk. So better don't discuss about the karma. Instead of that, you discuss about me. You come to me. Then, Maya metam tarantite. Don't try to explore the Maya. You will get lost in it. Then, Mame vaye prapadyante. You come to me, I will protect you. Why you are worrying unnecessarily by poking the head in other things? In this way, very beautifully told. Then after that, part 3 starting from here. Gross level he told, and in that Vedantic things are also came, and then here Part 2. And here more and more still gross things are going to come. Stula Prapancha. In this, he explains and tells about the different appearing the gods. Chandra, that moon, water, the Veda scriptures, and the earth and air, all separately in one shloka. He explains about the space and the heaven, then Pitruloka and Naraka. Because of these are relative, I told everything one shloka he explains in everywhere. And then what finally says, I am taking 41st shloka. Pravruttaya nivruttaya पितृदेवाय कर्मणे नमो धर्मविपाकाय मृत्यवे दुःखदाय च. After saying so many things, finally, see, whether you talk about the heaven or hell, whether you talk about Sukshma or Sthula, all together, all of them are where they are. See, if about the mind I quoted Ramana Bhagavan and all that, that's okay. It is in me only, no. It is with me only, no. But recognize what is mind, that's all. That means finally here in this shloka says, Pravruttaya Nivruttaya Karmane. See, in the world generally, Vedanta starting we say, Pravritti Margam, Nivritti Margam. Even Sankara Bhashya writing Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning, Brahmadevan, when he created Shastram and Vedas and all that, first he created his Manasika Putras, Sanat Kumara, Sanakasa, Sanandana, Sanatana, and they all went to the Nivritti Marga. Straight away sannyasam. Why, sir? First he can produce Gruhastha. Hey, topmost is sannyasa or not? So I want to show that example. Later I will show the Gruhasthas also. Then Nivritti Margam. For them Vedanta is there, Upanishad is there. That's why they were born Jnanis, always move around the worlds, always 5 years old only they were. They say Sanat Kumaras. A lot of stories are there in and around them. Then only these Prajapatis, Manus, so many comes, Swayambhu Manu. And that Swayambhu Manu also, he himself splitted as two. First Brahmaji splitted as two. Don't analyze how he can split as two, sir. But children, as though it splitted. As though. Like that then Manu and he become as two. Because if one comes, then world cannot be created. Manu Shatarupa. First couple. Then they have got so many children. Then Prajapatis came. Kashyapa Prajapati, Daksha Prajapati, Kardama Prajapati. All the stories are there in Bhagavata. You see, just to say that how this pravaha, flow of this Maya Prakriti world is, we have also our grandparents, grandparents, connected to the Gotra, Rishi. Origin we cannot find. If at all, if you want to find Adi Mula Narayana, that's why very intelligently the Gajendra elephant Adi Mulame he called. Where from that elephant has got this knowledge of the source of everything? In the previous Janma. By curse only he born as the elephant, and another crocodile also, another person born as a crocodile. So karma has to be exchanged, no? But somehow both of them are killed by the Lord. That means not the Gajendra, particularly the crocodile, Maya, all that. So the point is, he calls Adimulam. Then he says Adimulam, but Amulam, Mula Rahitaya. And for you, any father is there? Lord Vishnu, Lakshmi, they have any parents? No answer. No answer. For Parvati Shiva, we can say, because Shiva, Rudra born from the tears of the Brahmaji. That's why Rud, Rodanath. Somehow tears came rolled from the Brahmaji's ears, that became a Rudra. And this Parvati also, Haimavati, Parvataraja Putri. But can you say who is the father of the Lord Narayana? You can say father of the Brahmaji is Lord Narayana, but who is the father of the Narayana? That's why the Narayana is the Parampurul, the highest Brahman. So further you cannot inquire and you cannot ask, because the story ends there. Nirguna Parabrahma Swarupa Gama Gama Bhuta Prapancha Rahita. You are by yourself Nirguna Parabrahma, but as though from you so many things, Gama Gama, Digi Digi Digi, so many came. Tasmad Etasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhutaha. Oh, really came? Just is Adhyaropam. Akashad Vayu Vayuragni Agni Rapa Apa Prudhi Prudhivyam Apa Oshadaya, then Manushya. This all for you to satisfy, oh, creation has to be created. Are you not doing creation? How? Every day you, in waking state, dream state, you are creating. Then after that, in your sleep, you destroy your creation. Again you create. You yourself is a Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Tat Sat.